California,
Ten
summer,
seconds remaining.
sun, hot women, hot men, hot
5 seconds
temperatures, good
remaining.
times. Lacoste, have you ever been to California?
Yeah. Do you not remember?
Reserve
Oh
time.
yeah, you came out here. Was that your first time in California when you came out here for the hub for Kiev?
No, in my free time, I'm an actor in Hollywood. Yes, that was my first time.
You probably didn't get the time to do much, right? You were just stuck in here
No,
like a nerd, like the rest of us,
yeah.
being
Well, you
indoors.
promised me.
Dire
You
team
promised
back.
me yesterday that you're gonna take me to
Uh,
Disneyland.
I will check the tapes. I didn't promise anything, but if there's time outside of work, why not?
Complexities
We'll see.
turn
We'll
to
see what we can
ban.
do. But the point being, California is the place to be, Lacoste. I mean, am I right? I mean, these guys are battling it out right now to come to the chillest event where it's like really nothing else. The players have the opportunity to escape the
Ten
media, the
seconds
press,
remaining.
escape the fans, and really just focus on playing the game. And it's fun because it's like a bit of a throwback to what gaming used to be.
Complexities
Playing
turn
inside
to
your
ban.
bedroom, an indoor LAN cafe. It's like it's inside a big house, So have a barbecue, play with your bros, and then get involved on the couch and shoot the shit and talk about Dota. And the fans get the opportunity to see a lot of these players in a different light than they're
Ten
used to,
seconds
with all
remaining.
those crazy like intros and montages and stuff.
Five
So
seconds remaining.
Yeah, this is the perfect place for Dota as well. The only thing missing is bring your own computer.
Reserve
That's how
time.
it used to be like 15 years ago, but it's kind of hard for players to bring their
we
own
would
PCs
save so
anymore.
much money and grief if we
Dire
said, "Hey
team back.
guys, you got to bring your own computers," and that way when they come and their computers like shut down and don't work, I'm like, "Guys, we're giving you 5 minutes and then you're DQ'd. I'm sorry, you brought your own computer. This is your
Well,
fault."
do you know that I went to DreamHack from Croatia and I
Ten
actually brought
seconds
the computer
remaining.
with me?
Well, isn't DreamHack like a giant LAN where most people bring their own
Five
Well,
computers?
seconds
yeah, it was
remaining.
bring your own computer. I mean, it still is, but we actually
Reserve time.
participated in the Dota tournament. That's really not. It's kind of a rare, so you need to travel.
How did you fly or drive with it?
Yeah, we fly.
Like, did you have to have one suitcase dedicated to your computer, or did you bring your
Yes,
monitor too?
yes. No monitor, just the computer. We got the monitor from some guy there, so it was good, but still, it's a good experience.
Yeah, that sounds like
You
a lot
people
of
don't
fun.
know shit that we went through
Yeah,
at
you
the
know what,
start
dude?
of
In the
the
future, everyone's gonna walk up with
esports.
their phone or their watch and just plug that into a monitor, and then their mouse and keyboard is just gonna be digitized there, and it will be wirelessly connected and all that
Complexities
shit,
turn
and
to
we'll be on
pick.
Bluetooth 9. I don't know what the hell's gonna happen in the future, but it's all about the grassroots and where gaming really came from. When winning $5 or just bragging rights was like the best thing ever, and now people are looking at $100,000 prize pools and going, ugh.
10 seconds
Anyways,
remaining.
let's talk about the draft at hand here. It's game 3 hype,
Five
guys.
seconds
NA versus
remaining.
SA. Midas Club Elite taking on Complexity
Dire
Gaming.
team
The
pick.
loser of this series is out of their summit run, while the winner will move on to face SG Esports in the Group A lower bracket final. We have Midas Club Elite leading in with a Tusk Darkseer Queen of Pain pickup, while
10
Complexity
seconds remaining.
for the third game straight, we'll be seeing a first pick Crystal Maiden. Now the
5
Ember
seconds
Spirit and
remaining.
Ricky will also come out for them.
Interesting
Reserve
picks.
time.
First pick Tusk for Midas. I wonder why. Seems like they want to have that dual lane Tusk Darkseer. I mean, Darkseer is gonna be on the off lane, but Tusk will go there and they will try to roll in on whoever. It's a good combo once the Tusk gets level 2. Or what?
Complexities turn to
Okay,
pick.
well, I guess that's a support next. Or Jungly
Oh,
Darkseer. Well,
no, it might be like mid Nyx assassin, or they picked Nyx just because of the Ember Spirit.
10
yeah,
seconds
that's
remaining.
likely. That's
It
likely.
might be, but they also might
5
have
seconds
Nyx
remaining.
assassin and Tusk support duo, which is kind of a garbage.
Reserve time.
Uh,
Yeah, two melee like in the early game. It's just they're not gonna offer like a whole lot. Like unless they just want to run around and try to beat the hell out of people. I just don't think there's not gonna be a lot they can potently offer. So I'm with you. Something's up. Either they're gonna put. I don't know
it
what they're
should
gonna
be a
do.
mid
I don't
Nyx.
know. We
Should
got
should be.
We got 2 potential mids and 2 potential offlaners here. Midas Club Elite just changing up the game right now. They say, we see your meta, and we're gonna do this. Let's see Complexity pull out a Bounty Hunter now and just kind of really flip the script on everyone.
Don't mind me if I'm silent. I'm just thinking about the
Oh, okay.
laning
You're
phase.
a quiet thinker? Okay. I'm a quiet thinker too, so let's just be silent for the rest of the draft.
All right.
What is Nyx Assassin's greatest enemy, would you say? Because when I look at Nyx Assassin, I would say he's coDL's greatest enemy. A lot of people would say Night Stalker because of Night and Day, but I think Nyx Assassin's the worst it gets when you're coDL. Who do you think is Nyx Assassin's worst enemy?
Dire team ban.
From here, it should be Ricky because of the cloud. He can't cast Carapace, but let me check all the heroes. Maybe I'll get something else.
In the meantime, we did get a Jug come out. When you need a core and you want someone who could do it all and fits any draft ever in the world, go for a Jug.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with Jug.
Jug is like the most Dota hero in Dota, I think. He's been there since the start, and there really hasn't been much need for changes. Has he ever even had a rework, really? There's probably, of course, been a couple of touches here and there, but, you know, generally this guy's always had a spin, has always had, like, a crit and Omni Slash for his whole Dota life.
Yeah, I mean, the hero has been nerfed for, like, 16 patches in a row. Which era was it when he was played, like, Mask of Madness? It was 687, maybe?
Yeah, 6.83 or 6.87. It was the Jug Troll Sniper meta with Mask of Madness.
It was like
Saint
go
Inyashas.
1-1-1 and go bonus attributes.
Complexities turn to pick.
I remember before that when I played Jug in Dota 1, like, you just got 3 Perseverances. And then you just had mana and regen. You know, that was the pub strat. You know, before in-house leagues even.
10 seconds remaining.
Dirty
that was maybe American pubs.
Yeah,
European pubs were
probably.
kind of on higher standard.
You know, APEM maybe, I don't know. So
3 Perseverance, man.
All right, well, look at this. To round things out, another offlaner will hit the field, this time for Complexity. A grab of the Centaur War Runner will be there for Swindle Melons.
I just gotta say, there was one guy in Dota 1, he was called Hans Dota, German player that always played Bone and went for a Radiance
Bone? You
build.
mean like Bone Fletcher?
Bone Fletcher, yeah, Clinks.
Nice.
And he just went for Radiance build and was just running around Invis with Radiance and was beyond godlike every game.
Just running around Invis and pubs with Radiance, that's hilarious. I thought Bounty Hunter was a very popular pub hero back then too. Just being Invis heroes was popular in pubs because no one ever bought detection. Kind of the same as now, so nothing much changed in that front. And a Troll Warlord's going to come out as the final pickup. I don't really see any synergy between Troll Warlord and the other heroes, to be honest with you. None of the other ones really care about a whole lot of right-click unless you like to see Darkseer chop his life away. But I don't know. What do you think about the Troll Warlord pickup there at the end?
As you mentioned it, I also don't see any sense. They don't have any save, they don't have any heal. They pretty much have nothing for Troll Warlord, but worst thing is that I see this Ned and Tusk combo.
Ooh, yeah, you're right. Ned Bardo, Nyx Tusk.
It reminds me of a game when Onyx played the dual roaming combo during Kiev major qualifiers with Pudge and something else.
It was Pudge and Earth Spirit.
Yeah, exactly. That game went terrible for them.
It's like too much. It's just a bit too much. I don't know what it's too much of. There's just too much feistiness. There's too much position happening. I don't know what to say. It does feel a bit delicate. Now you don't have those raw saves, but you get double stuns, double kind of like CC. You have now the benefit of working with the shards, the slow, I guess you have one save with the snowball, but I don't know. I'm a bit iffy about always going with the double melee support duo. That is just fishy as hell.
It's Moose said it right. It's a disaster.
I wonder what happens if You can't chat wheel as a spectator, huh? Oh, that's a shame. You could chat wheel as an obs, though. Just not as a spectator, unfortunately. Or as a broadcaster. Right? Yeah, it's not working.
Yes.
Oh, wait, here we go. Oh, it doesn't work. Let me see if it happens if I... Oh, I can't applause as a caster. How BM would that be if I just casually just threw out it's a disaster after a fight in all chat?
So let's check the lanes.
All right, go ahead.
So you want to like communicate with the chat wheel instead? You don't want to cast anything. You just say.
Yeah. Wow. It's a disaster. They're all dead. Yeah, I can cast the whole game with the chat wheel if I had the opportunity. Anyways,
Well,
let's break down the lanes for us, Lacoste. Here, what do you like and what are you not liking already?
I have no idea what the lanes are. It seems like Troll, Warlord, off lane, solo Darkseer, and it's a triple lane with duo melee support, Nyx and Tusk.
You said try mid lane, huh? That is pretty
No,
meta.
try bottom lane.
Oh. Okay.
Wow,
Yeah, I guess that's the best you could do with it here. But coL have been good. Game number 1, they also read the assessment of the lanes pretty nicely. It was Midas also going with an aggro setup in the first game, and coL changed things up as best as they could. They put Swindle on that Legion commander back to the bottom lane, joining Z-Freak in that first game. So we'll see if they read this one in the same way or not. It seems like Moo is going to be hanging down here, though, for the meantime. So we'll have to see how this laning situation does decide to pan out.
We should watch the bottom lane, see what's gonna happen there. Let's see what Bardo wants to do. Just get the extra sentry.
Bardo probably being the little walking courier here in the meantime.
Yeah, they know Crystal Maiden will start in jungle, and Ricky is not the good lane support. There's one melee hero, Jug, so they want to get some advantage on the bottom lane. Just get trolled at Poor Man's Shield, maybe even boots. So give him as much farm as possible until Crystal Maiden decides to come. So she's just moving right away because she knows she needs to help the lane.
Yeah, they're already over here now, and they already had sentry in the lane for Z-Freak too. I don't think Ned's going to pull the trigger on a stun or anything quite yet. Actually, it looked like he invested the first point into the mana leak to kind of really be a nuisance there. But once the level 2s come online, we could have seen Midas get a bit more frisky, but now the pacing has changed quite a bit. The Demon stepping in. A classic duo in itself, the Frostbite Blade Fury spin, but they can't get enough damage onto fucking so he's going to be walking away with just a little bit to his life. But look at this! Ned walks out to the left-hand side. He's able to make it to the precious shrine, though. Both him and the troll will get a piece of that delicious water, and they will head back into the lane refreshed.
So Tusk is not even there. Tusk is on top lane. I mean, this bottom lane is gonna get shit on from complexity.
If you're being frank, yeah, absolutely. It's a tough lane for sure for Midas if they're going to keep it as is. Nyx Assassin, not one to be a formidable kind of duo partner to zone back a tri-lane like this one.
Got it.
It's hard.
I mean, they still have Crystal Maiden Aura. They burned all mana for Jug. He still has Mango, so they decide to go when Crystal Maiden moves from the forest. They can get an easy kill this time, I guess. They should focus Nyx Assassin. Ricky is still level 1. Once the cloud is out, there's so much slow.
And Ricky is going to invade here and be able to snag up the opponent's bounty rune here. On the other side, we do have Bardo doing a rotation himself. Not going to see the 2-minute rune on the complexity side, though. Looks like it comes up a bit short, but he's going to now join in on this bottom lane party, Lacoste. So now the numbers are even. Do you think Tusk being here changes things up quite a bit for Midas, or no? Is it too late? Too late for you, Tusk, to be a part of this?
Well, with a good snowball, they can dodge the Blade Fury once they initiate, dodge the Frostbite, and they can try to go from there. But we'll see how that's gonna work, especially when Ricky hits level 2 with Smokescreen. It's gonna be a battle of Snowman versus Snowball, because Crystal Maiden has that new immortal.
Oh yeah, I like it. Oh, she gets hit with a cute little stun there. That's when Moo considers running on forward. He will lose a piece of his mana there. But as mentioned before, still pockets that mango just in case there is a kill opportunity. He can always nosh on that and quickly pull out the Blade Fury if necessary.
My blade is swifter.
But these two will continue trading about. Troll has 17, CS now 18 to his name, and could find himself dead though. Ooh, good Frostbite setup here. Z-Freak makes his move in. There's some Blade Fury damage, but not enough to go for a finish.
Yeah, that Worm Shield doing the work. I mentioned it. If they want to go on someone, it should be Nyx Assassin. He has Stout Shield, but he has less armor, 4 armor. Troll has, what, 9 armor. So, and Boots of Speed, so it's harder to take him down.
We actually have not been able to acknowledge much of it because there's been so much action here in this bottom lane. But mid lane is all Sooths once again, kind of like how we saw in game number 1. 21-8 on the Queen of Pain, while Fearo's 13-1 is
under attack.
and he has a Tusk, unfortunately, on his side, who's going to invade and allow them to get the first blood. Beautiful setup for Bardo being there.
Yeah, again, Suits dominating the lane against Ember Spirit and getting the first blood. We saw that in the first game when he was playing Shadowfiend. I wonder what he can do in this game with that advantage. It's 24 against 13. I mean, the Queen of Pain should just keep on dominating. Okay, they swapped the lanes. Troll Warlord is now on top with Nyx Assassin, and Darkseer is on bottom, level 5.
Yeah, he had that top lane matchup against the Centaur, allowing him to get the full dosage of XP and some good money as well. 23, now 24 CS, working and pounding the lane out with that Ion Shell a bit. He is trucking on forward straight to the Arcane Boots, it looks like, since he's been able to kind of finagle that money together, not having to step off for the Soul Ring early. So he's going to be happy to kind of dish out continual bits of money his way, because, you know, he's all about getting that mech and becoming a team fighter and allowing the team to come together and make some opportunities happen. Top lane, Ned in a bit of trouble here, getting surrounded by both Swindle and his brother. They will tag team it and get Ned down and get the complexity kill on the board.
He was faking the double edge for Nyx to cast Carapace, but he didn't even skill it yet. Because it's support Nyx Assassin.
Yeah.
I wonder what that Nyx will be able to do. I mean, he has a Mango, Tango, Healing Salve, and no brown boots. He's gonna get boots really, really slow.
Who do you think gets
Radiant's
priority
middle
on the
tower
Precious
is under
Tome?
attack.
Him or the Tusk?
Probably him if they want to get a better gank off, especially against Ember Spirit.
Poor Tusk is level 2 and still needs a bit more to even get to level 3. This is the support staff of Midas is a little struggling here. While we see Z-Freak here getting all this intel. He's level 4. The move has been made. The ult has been dished out from Swindle as they charge on through and look to get the finish onto Queen of Pain. She is out. Z-Freak hiding under that smoke screen, fighting it out a bit, but Demon's going to be able to move on forward and get a nice follow-up takedown on that Tusk 2. Double kill for Demon. The complexity sub. I don't know what to call him. He's here today. Vlad is not, so sub, I suppose.
Well, Demon is a tryout, I guess.
Tryout, sure.
Tryout, yeah. Love the build on Demon. Frostbite level 2. Oh, again, good combo.
And it doesn't stop there for complexity. They pocket another takedown, this one on the Troll in the top lane. This is getting a bit out of control here. Complexity, multiple setups here. Getting the Quap and the Troll within the last minute.
Not for you.
Swindle has every ring you could ask for. His father was a great jeweler.
His father was Sauron.
He can open up a pawn shop, I'm sure, here right on the corner of this tree, if you'd like. But he's looking to go for the pipe build, obviously, shrugging off all the heavy magical bursts that's been coming through that mid-game period.
He's missing Ring of Protection, though.
Very true.
Aquila. Oh.
Yeah, he needs him as well. He'll make those tranquils, though, unfortunately.
Soul Ring as well. Basilius.
Can you
He doesn't
calm
even
down?
have-
All right, we get
He,
it.
he doesn't even have half of the rings, actually.
He's not the ringmaster. Here, Firo begins to poke away at the tier 1 here in the top lane. Everyone's kind of hanging out just in case someone wants to show their face, which
Dire's top
would be
tower
Ned,
is under
who's just trying to
attack.
soak up some solo XP. He does manage to find his way to a
Dire's
cute little level
structures are
4.
fortified.
But once it's apparent that there doesn't seem to be much going down, Demon will take his business here to the
Invisibility.
bottom lane, where we have Darkseer and Bardo's Tusk currently pressuring a bit.
Whenever you say Ned, it always reminds me of Ned Stark and how he died. I mean, this guy dies really a lot.
Oh, the
Bottom
charge
lane.
is out, and it's for
Radiant's
bottom here.
tower is under attack.
It's going to be Darkseer who's isolated over on the left-hand side, and slow and painful death potentially here. There goes the Frostbite, and a ba-ba-ba from Firo as he just hits it home with the Remnant power, but yet again, Demon, the KS Master, will sneak in the last hit. He's now a killing spree on the Crystal Maiden.
Yeah, this is where the problems begin for Midas. They have this Nyx Assassin who's level 4, trying to get some levels pooling, but it's also Tusk level 4. I mean, pretty much that's the same hero, these two.
Dire's
Yeah,
bottom
and
tower
unfortunately,
is
by the
under
time you
attack.
feel like they're going to get their level 6s online, you're going to be looking at a Complexity squad that have already enough to kind of shrug off that trouble. Centaur's ult is already out there. Ember's going to be able to remnant away from any sort of lockdown. Ricky's close to picking up his phase boots and his own level 6, so Tricks of the Trade will be
Worthy
able to
tribute.
avoid any sort of extra pressure. The timings for Complexity just seem to be developing really nicely at the moment.
Yeah, I love the hood pickup on
This'll come
Centaur because of the magic damage from Queen of Pain, Darkseer, Nyx Assassin, and he can continue just using the double edge for farming the lane, getting back to the forest, also farming there, and they really can't kill him with that extra 325 damage block.
So it's farming time here. They have designated their troll to farm his way through the jungle in hopes of building up into that next big step, which seems to be a Vlad's
Radiant's
grab
middle
there.
tower is under attack.
Darkseer is working his way towards that mech that is going to be done. Phase boots for Tusk. It's mostly just the two supports trying to get those level 6s. Having the uppercut and of course having the Vendetta would be super useful for him. But we have movement now from coL here. Smoke as they head their way down towards the mid. This could turn into a pick
Dire's
plus a
top
tier
tower
1
is
if things
under
go
attack.
well. Moo has Omni Slash ready to go. Can they get this Queen of Pain locked in her spot? She quickly goes for the blink, but it's right into more trouble. Even the Z-Freak ult going to be committed there. Demon eating too much damage under that tower will be a trade. And they could get also Z-Freak. Vacuum pullback and Ion Shell will be enough to burn through him. And it turns into a 2-1 trade for Midas.
Yeah, that was a good Queen of Pain
Dire's
ulti before
top
she
tower
died,
is
just
under
to
attack.
deal as much damage as she can.
With her final dying breath, being able to kind of secure that one. Keeps hope alive a bit for Midas here on shrugging off the pressure, and what could have been a pick in a tower situation only turns into losing the Queen of Pain and holding their tower. So things going pretty splendidly for them as they now begin the pressure here through the bottom lane.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Seems to be just
Radiant structures are fortified.
coL are going to be going back to their own grind of farm here, fighting and working around the Jug's kind of Omni-Slash play. Midas, obviously, as mentioned before, are finally getting those level 6s online, so we're probably going to
Radiant's
see
bottom tower
things
has
become a bit
fallen.
more proactive for him.
Yeah, Centaur is getting close to his Blink Dagger. That's when coL will start to get the actions going. Oh, Demon.
He's
He has sticks. He is good.
Yeah, he shrugs off the
Dire's
rest of
courier
this
has been
Shadow
killed.
Strike damage, but well, looks like Z-Freak, a man on a mission here, manages to catch a courier in crossing. They also have that bit of high ground vision from that ward. Might have been able to spot it in transit. While he'll also be able to hang around and leech out all this ancient stack farm too. And they might even use this bit of intel and rotate over for something. It looks like they are. Firo and Demon have both smoked up and begin to head that direction, this is when the Ricky pick really feels nice. And even more to come now, as Swindles has shown up, and he's got a Blink Dagger to debut. Oh, Darkseer's here, but that is still not going to be enough here for Midas. They're going to make their move, an immediate jump onto the jug, and it's actually the Troll who does go down. Quick burst fire right there. The Darkseer does manage to make it away, but obviously all scouted there by Z-Freak. We're going to have to get a lot of sentries here if you're on Midas, and between a Tusk and a Nyx Assassin, neither of these guys want to be buying a lot of sentries. They need items. They need levels.
Yeah, but both of these heroes need levels to be efficient and items. Nyx Assassin has enough gold for mana boots to just hit level 7, but look at the build on Tusk, level 3 Sigil. I guess what they want to do is build up a mech on Darkseer, try to get a good combo off, put a Sigil there, maybe break him into Nyx Assassin stun, big Queen of Pain ulti, but that's really hard to pull off.
Here's coL now towards the bottom lane, looking to go for a finish onto a tier 1. Demon out in front, slows it down as they spot out again with the benefit of that vision. Really has been the name of the game for complexity on this one, but Midas, it looks like they still want to kind of swing it out here. Bardo's moving in with the Ion Shell, starting to burn away quite a bit onto Swindle. Moo's trying to help with the healing ward. A Sonic Wave is also there. Swindle's is still kicking, but they'll finally bring him down. But the jump commitment is there from Z-Freak. He goes to the tricks of the trade. Here comes the Blade Fury spin, and Firo gets the finish onto that Tusk. There's the drop, and the Troll's going to be deceased. Demon hides out on the side. Remnant's on forward, but the Carapace stun nicely committed. But Ned will be taken down shortly thereafter. Complexity will get the better trade. A 3-for-1 on this. 12-4 kills overall, and it looks like a tier 1 and possibly a tier 2 could also be grabbed.
They were trying to focus the tankiest of them all, the Centaur with the Hood. They have enough sustain with Healing Ward. Oh, bad vacuum.
Not able to get the catch quite. Firo seems to be able to slip away from this one into the safety of the side shop in TP. And he heads right back out. And we take a brief look at the graph, and it's looking pretty sweet for coL here. 6K already as a team net worth advantage. Up at Moo, he's got his Yasha online and builds up of a Manta. Seems to be coasting pretty good. Man, that guy yells so loud when he does Blade Fury. Like, I didn't have my camera on him and I heard him in a different dimension. Totally distracted me as they were able to move in and get a quick slash and swipe of Sooths on the Queen of Pain. Pretty much just good setup there from Swindles, and we're not done yet. There goes the charge as they look for a possible setup here to go for the finish onto Moo, but here comes the rest of Complexity, and they hit it right back at him. It's Moo who gets the double kill, as both Ned and fucking A will get dropped.
It feels like the game number 2 all over again with those initiations on Moo, and then he just spins, survives, has a backup all the time behind him.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Centaur is having a really good time this game. 1-1-11. He's 12 out of 15 kills, has enough gold to just buy a full pipe.
Looks like this will be the last tier 1 for Midas. And yeah, Swindles, great showing here in game number 3. Had a pretty good coasting laning phase considering he only had the matchup against the Darkseer, so allowed him to get the good early bit of farm and all that regen. Timing on the Hood, and of course, jungle farming his way towards the Blink Dagger, and you can already see all the sweet effects it's been able to dish out, and it doesn't stop there. Troll is trying to get back from his recent takedown and back towards the farm, but just as he steps back in for the farm, he gets taken down once again. Now a wall going to be committed. Demon on the other side of it goes for a freezing field to get off as much as possible, but now coL can be stuck in a bit of a rut. Good from the low ground action here. Seuss gets off a wonderful Sonic Wave. Lots of right click, but not enough for a finish. There goes the Stampede. A commitment in from Firo with the Remnant. Ned barely alive, but there goes the Slide of Fist between him and Moo. They will hit it home again. Only Seuss will be able to make it away from trouble, but it's another convincing fight for Complexity.
They're committing so much to kill just the Crystal Maiden, and they didn't focus Healing Ward, so she stayed in a fight for such a long time. Freezing field 2 or 3 seconds. There was a good block by Ice Shards from Tusk, but still they don't have enough damage. With this lineup, as we mentioned during the pick phase, I mean the wall is down right now. I don't know what they can do for Complexity. it's time to go Roche. There's no vacuum, there's vacuum, but there is no wall,
Radiant's
there's no
bottom
sonic
tower is
wave,
under attack.
and with healing ward they can take it down really easily. Plus there's a double damage on top.
Troll again in lane. Can they get a finish between just the two, Moo and Zfrick? Well, with an Omni Slash they may, but here comes the rest of Midas, hoping to mitigate a lot of the damage, but still not enough. They will actually lose 2 as Moo cleans it up with a wonderful Blade Fury there. Possible counter initiation as Sleuth steps in. Does not have that ulti.
Nix.
They step out and away. Moo will end up getting dropped, making it to the high ground, but they do get return fire as Swindle and Firo step into action. They get revenge and take down the Queen of Pain, and it's another 4-man drop for Midas.
Yeah, this is what Midas can only do right now. They can take down 1, maybe 2 heroes, and that's it. Queen of Pain
Dire's
has
middle
Orchid
tower
ready,
is under
and Jug doesn't have Manta style. He went for more greedy build, which got him some kills with a Blink Dagger, so he can position himself for Omni Slash, but he's gonna get it pretty soon, so he's not gonna be afraid of that Orchid anymore.
Back to the drawing board here for Midas as they now seriously have to implore the buddy-buddy system. As you can see, Bardo hanging out with the Troll as the last 3 times he's tried to make it out into the farming, he has been taken down. 0 and 6 for him. It is a struggle, but he is just going to try to make the best of it right now. coL, you could tell by the readout they have on the mini-map here coming out from Demon. I don't know, maybe Demon being a shot caller for the team. He's a very vocal one on his past teams as well, but you could say easily the same, if not more so, for Swindlemelon. So,
well, I can say for Jimmy, I played with Jimmy in few teams before. I haven't played with Swindles, but Jimmy is a guy that talks a lot.
yeah. So I'm actually would be curious to be a fly on the wall, or at least in the voice comms for Complexity right now, because you have one, you know, very vocal, and what many consider a great kind of captain in that position being Swindlemelons, and then also Demon. So by drawing out on the map, you see Demon kind of reading where Midas is nicely. As Midas are still scrapping together whatever they can to try to be relevant for any respected high ground defense. It's nice they do have like the Dark Seer with a mech, because you know you have the vacuum wall combo for a high ground, and as good as Complexity get is, you know, as good as the wall is going to be able to help them out, but I just feel like they're still going to be suffering a lot in terms of firepower.
It's hard to pull out the combo with the Dark Seer. He doesn't have a Blink Dagger yet, and against Pipe on Centaur plus Centaur ulti, which is used in a team fight with max move speed, it's hard to cast a good vacuum there.
Is under attack.
All right. Oh, right from the high ground. The commitment in from the Queen of Pain. They get a nice 2-man connection stun here coming up from Ned, as both Zfrick and Demon could be caught, but then Firo jumps into action. Is going to get the quick snipe finish of the Queen of Pain. Moo's also there. The full Omni Slash will help them get the finish onto Ned. Nyx Assassin also gone. 42 seconds for the Queen of Pain. This could allow coL to either, you know, double back to go for the Roche, or tier 2, I guess, for now. And then always double back for the Roche if they'd like, but they also have Swindle, who wasn't even a part of that, pushing the bottom lane. Things are just kind of really coasting right now for Complexity, similar to Game 1.
Yeah, Silence. I feel what I feel about Silence right now as an item or just spell in general. It's easy to counter. I mean, Queen of Pain has one big item, that's Orchid, and it's countered by Manta style, which is like first item for Jug, and also you have a Centaur who's gonna go for Lotus Orb, so Purge as well, and Ember Spirit is also afraid of that Orchid, so he just went for Yule Scepter. So it's kind of easy to counter the Silence these days.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Here comes coL as a full team down this mid lane now. The jump in from Swindle, he gets a stun on the Tusk, but then quickly silenced right after. They head back and will instead get the finish on for the tier 2. Now coL could work a couple of ways here. And it looks like some will take to the top lane to pressure it out, but this game is theirs for the taking. A move into the Roche could secure them an easy extra life, and that seems to be the case. Firo can push out bottom lane, it looks like. And a smoke for Midas. Oh, they want to make possible contention here, Lacoste. I don't know if they're going to be able to do it. Let's see. Early shards are in. Boo actually gets blocked out. The Sonic Wave barely does any damage. And now Swindle with a beautiful 3-man stomp. Snowball there is out. The wall's going to get dropped. Nick Sass on the other side going to be eating the bulk of that Omni Slash. Should get it done. Tricks of the Trade also going to be committed here. There goes the Stampede. They jump up over the wall and are able to get the crush connection there and a finish onto the Tusk. Now it's just coL scrapping together any sort of Midas pickoffs they can go for before they step back and get that finish on the Roche. This is going from bad to worse, though, for the South Americans.
Yeah, there's a lot of misplay from Midas. There's a Sonic Wave into Roche Pit, which does nothing pretty much. There was a healing ward, so it just denied the whole damage. Also, Vacuum that didn't hit anyone into a wall, so I mean, if you have those big spells, you need to hit it.
Double damage.
Ooh, jump in from Queen of Pain. Look at this ballsy play here coming out from Midas, trying to catch a couple of rotating down here to the bottom lane. It does not work, though. Sooths
Radiant's bottom
gets
tower
blasted.
is under attack.
The Troll tried to go for a re-engagement, but it just wasn't going to work out. Meantime, Moo and Demon still going to work inside that pit. Troll has made his own rotation up towards their shrine. They're going to quickly take out the Obs. Doesn't look like they're going to be even heading that direction. This is a easy extra life. Going the way of Complexity, and it is going to be grabbed up by Moo. No surprise there.
Yeah, they can't really contest once there's no Sonic Wave and Vacuum. What do they have left? They have no tier 2 towers. They managed only to take 1 tier tower on the bottom, and that's it. I mean, this is the Nyx Assassin and the Tusk combo. The Darkseer, these heroes don't hit towers. The only one who hits tower is Troll and Queen of Pain that can deal some damage. The rest really don't do any tower damage. So even if you like win a huge team fight, you still can't push.
coL, though, hoping to see if they can catch anyone from Midas outside their base. They will get herded back inside like sheep. Shepherd's Complexity. Get some deep wards down. You can see one here in the bottom and top, catching anyone kind of stepping out of bounds here. But coL trying to really just tighten the noose as much as possible. They'll have to step back to the bottom lane, take care of that, push it on in, but it's looking pretty good for them. Just kind of closing things out, a good team fight, a push into Rex, and they're going to be moments away from a matchup against SG Esports in the lower bracket final.
Death's bounty.
Yes, coL looking a lot stronger than Midas. They had a good run in the game number 2. In this game, the game at this point looks pretty much over if they don't overextend, and we know coL doesn't overextend. That's their true strength.
Swindle turning his back, using the power of his return, of course, and the healing ward to be able to get some free sieging damage on the tower, just because it's there and available. It's like half reflected damage, no big deal. Now we're going past that point.
Look at Centaur, just doesn't give a shit.
That's
Solo.
fun. That's exciting Dota right there. Go! Go! Get the tower! Swindle, he's doing it! He is going to siege the tower without even looking at it. Almost got it. Finally, they had to step in and go, okay. That's ridiculous.
They're giving him Lotus Orb, Urn. An ex-assassin is trying so hard to burn his mana.
And
but
they got it.
nothing's
Okay,
happening.
there. That is some great sieging action there from Complexity. They secure their tier 3, and now they can take shrines. Easiest extra money ever. That's a disrespectful siege if I've ever seen one. The BM back turn siege. This is tough. Tough for Midas, man.
So should Swindles just move to top and bottom and just kill those towers like that?
Sure, why not?
Someone should make a YouTube clip out of it, like, this is how you siege tier 3.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is how you draw out a Tusk. And then
The snowball is
a
back.
quick Lotus, snowball back in. All right. And he pops his pipe. Now as they try to get a hold of the Centaur, they might have committed a bit too much. He runs right over the Tusk and then puts his focus onto the Darkseer. The one hope who can get off a vacuum wall. Can he do it before he dies? He turns around, drops the wall, and, well, he already committed the vacuum, so that's all he can do. He's going to try to run back it away. The Sonic Wave going to be committed. Moderate damage there. Z-Freak, though, a man on a mission, putting all the damage he can onto the ranged racks here, knowing that it's going to be totally unhealable. They will get it down.
Dire's
But,
middle barracks has
again,
fallen.
it's hemorrhaging right now for Midas Club Elite. And they will lose their mid lane
Dire's middle
racks.
barracks has fallen.
Yeah,
And that will be
GG's
game.
call.
I think that's pretty fair of a call. Midas Club Elite, they've managed to take Complexity the full 3 games, but unfortunately after coming up a bit short in their first round matchup against SG Esports and now dropping in their matchup against Complexity, Midas Club Elite will be out of the running for Summit 7. But great things for Complexity here with the assistance of Demon stepping in and helping out. They have been able to move on now to the lower bracket final of Group A, and they'll face off against SG Esports. Lacoste, hell of a series here for Complexity. What about your thoughts on Game 3 or the series overall?
The game 3 was pretty much one-sided. Same goes for game 1. Complexity was just building it up at one point where they're gonna just stand there and just kill them. They still had a chance to win in the second game, but they threw it. Seems like from what we saw yesterday and today as well, if you're playing on a better ping, you win. I don't know if that's the... We need more games to actually see if that's true. We saw yesterday in SG games.
It's unfortunate if true. It's obvious that ping will of course play a factor in these very intense kind of games where clicks and seconds and moments matter. And you want to try your best to not really focus on that much of an issue that is, but we're just currently at a time in life where we don't have, I don't know, that kind of internet or server power. So we have to make the best of the situation as it is for now. And it's going to work out nicely for coL on this one. That was a long 3-game series, though. So I don't think there's going to be much of a break, if any break at all, when we go into our next series. That's right. We got another best of 3 coming up, guys. It's going to be DC. That's right. The new Digital Chaos, formerly known as Team Onyx, going against IsGG. Should be a good time. If you like what you heard, you can catch me on my Twitter at Dakota Cox, and make sure you support my good Croatian bud here at Lacoste. Hit him up at Lacoste Dota. We'll see you guys in just a short period for IsGG versus Digital Chaos.